to another edition of Inside the Office Studio. I am your host tonight, James Lipton. Tonight we are bringing on board a drug addict, relapse addicted gentleman who grew up the way of drugs. His father has also parlayed his struggles in life into a series of books. Please give it up to a clean and sober Nick.
Yeah!
Hey Nick, what's going on?
Sober.
Sober, that's the best thing to do. Look at that book. Tweet, growing up on methamphetamines. So, what a fantastic book. How are you?
Very good.
Very good. Sober?
Yes.
How long this time?
6 months.
6 months. Good. It's a good start, buddy. How many times have you been sober now?
5.
5 times. It's a monster to get off of, huh?
Yes, very addicting.
I would think so. Was there a particular drug of choice?
Meth and heroin.
You really went Wood River on those drugs, man. Those are 2 of the bad ones you can get on, that's for sure, bud.
I also experimented with crack a little bit too.
Yeah, that's not good either. And I'm sure you've thrown in your weed and alcohol and yeah, the gateway drug, alcohol.
Yeah.
So, well, at least you're sober now. You married?
No.
Never been married?
No.
Not that you knew of, at least.
Yeah.
Children?
No. I got a dog.
Close enough. We're very similar. So, how old are you now?
28.
18. You're still young enough to get your stuff together, have a good productive life, have a wife and kids. And the book's going well, the sales?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. It's a very good book. I read it. Pretty cheap too, only $10. Alright, we have 199 students out there today that are here to learn about your life. So, let's hear about some stuff. When did you realize that you had the ability to be a writer?
I've always had artistic talent in writing. I guess it's always what I wanted to do.
Drugs just got you.
Yeah.
And finally, you used drugs to write a book.
Yeah.
Good. And how long did it take you to write your tweet book?
A little over 2 years.
Did you have any relapse when you were doing it?
Yes. 2 violent relapses.
2 violent relapses. What does a violent relapse include?
It's where I'm with that.
Oh, okay. Well, that should inspire you to write, I would think.
Yeah.
What about your schedule? So you had your 2 outside of your violent relapse time. What schedule did you keep? You know, your daily writing schedule when you weren't shooting or smoking it up.
Usually I'd go ride bikes with my friends and we do activities and keep my mind off drugs.
That's good. And your friend was not Pee Wee Herman.
He was not Pee Wee.
Okay. Okay. But so you tried to find activities that kept your mind off the drugs and cleared your head and gave you time to write a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you have an interesting writing quirk besides, drugs? Did you have to have something that made you feel comfortable as you wrote?
Yes, I had to have my special thing.
Special pen.
My dad got it for me.
Okay, David.
Yeah.
He's a nice gentleman. So, what's the process that you have to go through to get your books published?
Well, my dad was he's a writer for magazines, so it's pretty easy for my book to get published.
Oh, okay, so it's called nepotism, where you use your daddy to get you in somewhere. Okay. That's good, though. Hey, that's part of, if you're lucky enough to have those benefits, you should take them. I was going to ask you where you got the information from on your book, but how about this? How did you decide to organize your book? I mean,
I just wrote in a journal about what I did for that day.
Okay.
How my day went.
And you compiled those all into
that book.
All right, we'll get into it a little bit later, see what the deal is. Um, when did you write your first book? Is this your first book?
Yes.
Okay. And how old were you when you wrote it?
24.
24. Okay. What do you like to do when you're not writing? Besides, when you're sober.
I like to hang out with my girlfriend and my dog.
What's your girlfriend's name?
Jessie.
Jessie. How cute. She a nice girl?
Yeah.
She pressuring you to get married, pump out babies?
No.
That's good. Is she an addict herself?
No.
She's clean.
Yeah.
So next time you relapse, you're really hurting her life.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you'll stay clean for here on out, buddy. Do you still drink alcohol at all, or do you do anything?
No, I'm completely clean.
Okay, that's the best way to do it. That's for sure. What about your family? What they think of Tweet growing up on meth?
I thought it was a very good way to express like how I was doing, and like it just shows like my story of how I survived.
Okay, so it's kind of a self-help book for yourself as well.
Yeah.
What's something that really surprised you as you were writing your book or going through it? Just about maybe even the book itself, maybe fans or whoever.
I was surprised like how did I could remember this stuff while I was on drugs.
Yeah, I would think that would be quite difficult.
Yeah.
So, all right. How many books have you written now?
4 and a couple other books with my dad.
4? Wow, that's good. So, you're quite the writer. Do you have a favorite one? Tweet. How come?
My first book and it explains my life so well.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, suggestions. We have 199 people out here that want to become authors and writers and producers. They need a suggestion or two that would help them become a better writer. What's something you can give to them that would allow them to be a better writer?
Well, they need to just like write about everyday stuff that might be like interesting or find something that's interesting.
Like cats?
Yeah, like cats.
That's interesting. Do you like personal experience?
Yeah, mine I like personal.
Okay. Right from the heart, people. Right from the heart. You hear from your readers much?
Yes, I hear from them all the time.
How do they contact you? Email? Because some of these people might want to get your email, your Twitter account.
Email. Most people usually when I contact me because of their children.
That are having problems?
Yeah, they want me to like advise them to get through it.
Yeah. Well, how can they get a hold of you?
Email.
Email. What's your email address?
NickChef@yahoo.com.
Nice and simple. Your books, written obviously for yourself, but was it for kids, young adults, who? Who'd you write it for?
I'd have to say young adults and up, kind of drive them away from drugs.
Good. Yeah, I would think so.
Pretty like a positive influence.
Let's hope. Maybe you should refer back to it when you feel like you're going to relapse. Good thing to do. You touched upon it a little bit, but is there anything else you wanted to be when you grew up? You're always a good writer. Was there anything else you dreamed of becoming?
I want to be just like my dad.
Just like your dad. A writer, an author, pioneer, a Renaissance man. Clayton's daddy. Alright, so let's go from why don't you give us a breakdown of the book? Tell us kind of the beginning thoughts and stories of this, and kind of go through the middle of the book, and then how does the book wrap up?
Alright, well, in the beginning, I meet like one of my old girlfriends named Lauren.
Yeah?
And then we end up relapsing together, shooting up meth and heroin.
Perfect.
And then a little bit later, like a month later, I ended up getting like a really infected thing on my arm because the needle was dirty.
Of course.
And I also missed the vein. And then I called my buddy up, and then he flew me down to LA so I could get clean.
Oh, good.
Then I met my other ex-girlfriend named Zelda. And I didn't know it for long, but she was using. She had to put me on pills, which is like heroin.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Yeah. I had like a stomach ache. And then I just ended up relapsing like really bad. And I did everything. And then my parents finally got fed up with it and threatened to take me to jail if I didn't go to rehab.
Maybe it should make me feel, huh? Alright, so how does the book wrap up? How does it finish?
My parents come up to my rehab, and we have a family weekend.
I would think it would be nerve-wracking. Absolutely. So that's how the book finishes?
Yeah.
You're getting sober and clean? And you've been sober since that weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Glad to hear that.
Also, we're like 3 months prior to that.
Okay, so you've been sober for 3 months prior, then they came up and it was sober.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, your time here has been valuable. We appreciate you coming in. Good luck in staying clean and sober and living the life that you want. Say hi to Jesse and your dog, Pooches.
No. Thanks, buddy.
Yep, buddy. So, all right, buddy.
All right.
Thanks for your time.
You can keep my book.
I am going to keep your book. Thank you.
Woo, yeah.
Thanks for watching another edition of Inside the Author Studio. I was your host, James Lipton. Good night.